Hey, awesome. Thanks for tuning in, YouTube people. So here we are. This is my YouTube channel. And of course, we're interviewing another awesome musical guest. I'd like to introduce Daniel House, who's with us today. And Daniel is from the Seattle scene, Pacific Northwest. He's been involved in music as long as I can remember. I remember seeing him in bands like Skin Yard and stuff like that. He was involved with CZ Records, and he's a wealth of knowledge about the Seattle scene. So we're really happy that he could tune in and be part of this interview today. Daniel, how you doing? Welcome.
I'm okay. Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Yeah. So why don't we get right into it, and let's talk about a little bit about who you are and what you're up to these days.
All right. Well, as you mentioned, I was one of the two co-founders of the band Skin Yard, along with Jack and Dino. And I was president and owner, and actually still am, of CZ Records. Took it over from Chris Hanzik in 1986 or 7, and have put out 90 some odd releases in that time. I haven't put anything out physically for about 20 years, and actually I'm just about to put out my first release since 2001, which is a vinyl-only record of my old band from, believe it or not, 1984, a band called 10 Minute Warning. It's actually an amazing lost record. It's Jack and Dino spent about the last 6 to 9 months basically remixing the whole thing and mastering and sequencing it from the original tapes. It was the band that Duff McKagan was in before he went to Los Angeles. And it was the band he was in after this band called The Living. And I only bring that up because The Living record was just released after even longer time, completely unreleased. It was a record from 1982. It was released on Stone Gossard's label, Loose Groove. And it's fantastic. All 15 minutes of it, just solid, really tight, kind of melodic punk rock. It's really good stuff, good songwriting. After The Living kind of ran their course, Duff and Greg Gilmore from also from The Living joined up with a couple guys from the Farts. Greg Gilmore, probably people know from as being in the band Mother Love Bone. Anyway, they started 10 Minute Warning. Duff and the then bass player David left at the end of 1983, and then I joined the band for the last year in '84. And we recorded a record that never got released because basically the band broke up in '84 and things just kind of disappeared. So I'm getting ready to release that this fall. And I've also been working for the last couple of years on a Skin Yard oral history book. I've done over 60 interviews so far. A lot of names you would know. That's probably, if all goes well, will come out the end of next year. But it's a book called Words on Bone, and a lot of stories nobody's heard and different perspectives on stories that people have heard. Staying busy. Somehow, I'm staying busy.